Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of the weapons of H3VR. So we continued this week's as quote-unquote voted by you guys. Of course nobody voted, so it was just me. And today the final rifle of the week, or rifles to be more exact, is the G36C and the regular G36. So this is made by Heckler & Koch, if that's how you pronounce it. It's a short recoil, if I remember correctly, rifle used by the Bundeswehr, the German army, as well as other armies around the world. Something unique about this is it has integrated optics, a one-time red dot reflex sight, and a 3-time scope. The expert version has only one optic, which is a 1.5-time scope. It can mount a suppressor, as all modern assault rifles can. It comes with either a 30-round mag, as here, or this thing, a 100-round mag. Let's just spawn lock this. Charging handle is under the carrying handle here, up top, so it's ambidextrous. It has safety both sides. It's safe, semi, full auto. It also has a bipod, so I can mount that here, and then we can be very, very precise. As soon as I can get my eyes on the scope, there we go. Can be very surprised. Can do full auto. Pretty damn accurate with the bipod. It locks on open on empty mag. There is no bolt release though, for what I know. Not in game at least. Let's take that. So you heard the firing with silencer. So, or suppressor, I mean, it's not a silencer. Proper silencer isn't the real thing. Now let's shoot some of those things. The rifle, both of them. Chambered in 5.56. Yes. Now let's move this way. You go there. You get here. And this rifle replaced the G3 in German service. But in 1997, I believe it was in service. Also, this is the rear sight. You can choose between a aperture sight or a simple U-notch on the carbine. But even though it was replaced, also the carbine version also has a Picatinny rail. But the rifle ended up actually facing problems with overheating, causing really bad accuracy loss at range. With it going so far, if I remember correctly, 7% hit rate at 100 meters during overheating. So the Bundeswehr in 2015, German army, have decided that they're going to replace the G36 with something else. But anyways, that was short on the G36. Oh, and another thing. It has a foldable stock. Not only this thing, unlike the AK, both the carbine and the full rifle version have a foldable stock. So, without further ado, let's make sure we have 30 rounds. We are going to shoot on target first with this thing, semi-auto, and then we'll do this thing, both semi and full auto. I already did with the bipod folded out, so I'm not going to do that. As you saw, it was very accurate with bipod folded out, which makes sense. Should move it off safe. One thing which is bad about this sight is the holes are pretty big, so it's harder to do accurate fire. I forgot to reset this, didn't I? Let's try it again. So it can be quite inaccurate for, or it is an accurate rifle, but the sights cause some inherent inaccuracies. That was low. 29 rounds. I guess I missed one. That was the G36C. Let's go for the full length version with the integrated optics. Of course, the field of view is kind of shit due to this big thing around the optic. Let's get rid of this mag. Clear the chamber. New mag. Let's go. First up. Of course, this being a reflex sight doesn't have the same accuracy problems. 31 rounds. Oh, whatever. As the iron sights has. Let's do the 3x scope. Magnified scopes, of course, being a bit hard to use in H3VR due to no actual physical stock. Still decent shooting. Now, let's do full auto. And I've saved this puppy for this. Actually, let's spawn lock. Come back here, magazine. Let's spawn lock this magazine. I might do another full auto 100 rounds from the magazine. We'll use the reflex sight for this. Have recoil. Recoil wasn't too bad. Only missed one shot. I probably shouldn't talk while firing because you probably can't hear jack shit when I'm talking during fire. Let's get this to eye level. That's a bit too... Let's unmount you. Is that better? Yeah, and we'll use the 3x scope. Let's go have some fun. 3x scope. Get it lined up. Ah, yeah. A bit low, but pretty accurate. Of course, the real thing, in real life, in this situation, would start to overheat and would have inherent accuracy problems. Which of course would be less than ideal. Also, it has an integrated flash hider. But yeah. This has been the G36 and the G36 carbine. Oh, there was another round in chamber. Oops. So, I hope you all enjoyed watching. And I do like the fact that this thing has an integrated scope. Be sure to vote for the next rifles, or not rifles, weapons at my Patreon. Be sure to be subscribed to my Patreon to be able to vote. $1 a month, it's not a lot. I appreciate it a lot. I hope you all enjoyed watching. Leave a like, subscribe and all of that, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!